Now, before we get into Facebook ads, I want to take this lesson to explain a couple of terminology points to make sure we speak the same language. Because I don't want you to get lost when I say stuff like eCPNV, nCAC, nCROAS, or LTV. Even if you already know the terminology, I'll still suggest you watch this lesson, maybe a little faster, because I'll also explain how we can fix each number to make sure Facebook is profitable for our business. Now, I know this seems like a boring class, but you have to know your key business metrics. Let me prove my point. Go to YouTube and search best Facebook ad structure. You'll see some people suggest simple consolidation, which basically means one campaign per business objective, while some people suggest multiple campaigns. You'll see some people suggest 7-day click, while others suggest 7-day click, 1-day view, or even an incremental attribution model. Some people will suggest bid caps and cost controls, while others tell you to let Facebook spend freely. And on top of that, they all claim to have spent tens of millions of dollars and generated hundreds of millions of dollars for their clients. So who is right? And the answer is, they all are. And you know how? Because their business numbers, their offers, their conversion rates, their average order values, and their customer lifetime values allows them to scale. A good business is what scales a Facebook ads account, not the other way around. Yes, you can pick a strategy to make your account better, but remember, a strategy doesn't make something that doesn't work suddenly work. The product has to sell, it has to be liked, and there has to be a legit business that can support Facebook numbers in order to have a successful Facebook ads account. So now that I have your attention, or at least I think I have your attention now, let's briefly talk about the key business metrics. I'm not going to explain what reach, CPM, or impressions mean. You can simply hover your mouse over the column and it will tell you what it means. I'll only go over the ones that are not super clear and need a little bit explaining. Let's start with CAC. Some people confuse this with CPA. CAC is cost per acquired customer. Making a sale and acquiring a new customer are two different things. However, CAC shouldn't trick you into thinking you are growing, because it includes both new and returning customers. We need new customers to grow a business. And that brings us to nCAC. nCAC shows you cost per acquired new customer. You can use a third-party attribution tool to see your nCAC per channel, which is a little bit complicated but because attribution is kind of broken these days. Or you can simply take total spend and divide it by your new customers to get a blended nCAC. As you scale, you observe whether it stays the same or starts increasing. is the best way to manage a business in my opinion. And since I opened the topic, let's talk about modeling. stands for Media Mixing Modeling. It's a little complex, but let's make it simple. It's like a single report that tells you everything. Write down what you spent per channel, how much revenue you made, what percentage of that revenue is new or returning, how many customers you acquired, and what is your MER. Then start making changes and note them down. Over time, you'll understand the true impact of your changes. A great example will be you scale your Facebook ads from 10K to 15K. CPA holds and conversions increase. By the way, conversions is the outcome you want, like purchases, leads, or any other custom event. Anyways, you check your backend and see that your top line metrics are still the same. Total revenue is the same, new customer acquisition is the same. You simply spend that extra money to do more remarketing and convert with people who are going to buy from you anyway. Let's talk about MER and NMER. MER stands for Marketing Efficiency Ratio. It's calculated by total revenue divided by total ad spend. Simply put, money in divided by money out. It's ROAS for your overall business. And I'm not going to create a new slide for NMER. It's the same thing, just using new customer revenue. Now let's talk about LTV. LTV stands for lifetime value, and you need to know your 3, 6, 9, and 12-month LTV per customer to make better decisions. Because not everybody just buys once. You'll have returning customers who come back and maybe even spend more compared to their first order. Knowing this is crucial because this is how big brands scale. They know how much their customers are worth. Let's say you're selling coffee and your product is priced at $60. You want to hit 2x to be first order profitable, so you're looking at a $30 CPA. You spend 10K per month, and whenever you try to scale up to 15K or 20K, your nCAC increases. So you try different audiences or creatives to fix this inside Facebook ads, which is not wrong, by the way, I'm not saying that, but your competitors know that a new customer tends to come back for 3 times over the course of 6 months. So instead of seeing $60 in revenue, they see a potential of $180. And they say, I'm willing to go up to $90 CPA. So without doing anything else, just by increasing the budget on Facebook, they simply start to scale. They earn more new customers compared to you, and they leverage volume. As those new customers come back, they earn much more than what they spent on acquisition. Now we'll cover how to optimize this in the future videos, but let's quickly list a couple of ways to increase your repetition rate. You can obviously have a subscription offer and give X% off, or if you're applicable, you can estimate the consumption time and follow up with an email saying you may be running out of our product, want more, or you can create custom discount codes and attach them to the order confirmation email, or include a card inside the package saying thank you for choosing us, here's a 15% off code for your second order. We'd love to see you back. Now let's talk about AOV. You probably already know this one. It stands for average order value. The reason I wanted to cover it here because it's another strategy that allows you to scale without changing anything on the Facebook site. You can simply try to increase your average order value with cross-sells, upsells, or bundles to get more out of what you have spent. This is especially important for businesses that needs to be first order profitable. Not every business can rely on returning customers. Sometimes there are none. So what you can do is bundle related products together and create offers based on your business numbers. This can be a complete set bundle like they do with the kitchenware. Instead of buying a single pan, why not go for the whole set? It can also be buy one get one free offers, whether that's a percentage discount or a free product, or maybe a gift for anyone who purchases above a certain threshold. It can also be a free shipping, by the way. I hope you're starting to see that half of what's going on inside a Facebook ads account is not about Facebook ads. Don't get me wrong, your campaign structures and your creatives especially matter a lot. But once you study the big brands, you will see that they also have strong offers to align their business metrics with Facebook ads. Let's say you have a $40 product and you need 2x ROAS to be profitable. That means you need a $20 CPA. Let's say you have a $10 CPM and $1 CPCs. Can you calculate the conversion rate you need to be profitable? And by the way, not every business can hit $10 CPMs and $1 CPCs. I'm being very generous right now. So you need to back this up with an average order value, a repetition rate, and a great offers to make Facebook numbers work for your business. I'm not going to get into NAOV. That's basically what I just explained for average order value, but specifically for the new users. It's also important to know what new customers are willing to spend with you, but let's not get deep into it since we're just starting out. ECPNME, this stands for effective cost per new visit, which is basically what you're paying for a new visit. This is an important metric to follow when you're scaling. It's very easy to confuse cost per click with cost per landing page visits. Not everybody who clicks on an actual ad lands on your website, and not everybody who lands on your website is actually a new user. Sometimes when you increase the budget, the Facebook, and also it applies to Google, it decides to spend the extra money on placements or remarketing. Let's give you an example. So you scale from 7.5K to 10K, but your CPCs go from $1 to 1.2. You increased your budget by 33%, but your clicks are only up by 11%. Or maybe your CPCs hold, but now Facebook decides to do more remarketing and frequency goes up. Your new visitor percentage drops from 85% to 75%. So by scaling your budget by 33%, you only scaled your new visitor acquisition by 17%. Here's a little honesty break. Let's be real. I did the math on ChatGPT. Please don't come after me if the numbers are a little off. My intention is not to do math. It is to teach you the logic. As long as you understand what I'm trying to say, I have succeeded. So the point I'm trying to make is that 30% increase in your budget may not always equal to 30% increase in growth. Check your ECPNV through a tracking tool or simply divide your ad spend by the number of new users from that channel. And that is pretty much it. I mean, there are a couple of more terms and business metrics, but this is enough for now to understand each other and help you grow with Facebook ads. Anyways, I'll really appreciate it if you could subscribe and like this video. It means a lot. And I'll see you on the next one.